Hi, welcome. Simon here. Hope you're doing well. In this video, I'll be doing a screen replacement on a MacBook Pro model A2337. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing is getting a Pentalope P5. Remove all the screws here. The 4 screws on the top are much longer compared to the rest of other screws. Once the screws are removed, go ahead and pop open the back cover. I was just going underneath that piece of the back plate and you just pop it straight up. Next step is to go ahead and disconnect the battery. There's a little clipper right here. You need to flip open the clipper first. Once the clipper is open, you can pull that connector straight up to disconnect the battery. Alright, here comes a T3. Torx T3 is to remove this tiny screw and the bracket together in one piece. And the next step is to remove the Wi-Fi antenna. Just pop it straight up. Using a T5. Let's remove the screw. There are 4 screws holding down the Wi-Fi antenna. Once you remove them, put it on the side. Using the same T5, I'm going to remove the black screw right here. There are 2 of them holding down the LCD board. Once you remove the 2 screws, you can feel like the LCD board is free and loose. Back to the T3. You need to remove 2 of the screw and the bracket, which is holding down the LCD screen connector. And go ahead and pop it straight up. They're kind of like Lego. You snap onto it. To remove, just pop it up. And now here's the challenge. You're gonna feel a little bit hard to remove this Wi-Fi antenna because it has this double-sided tape. They're kind of taping it down. So what I like to do is to get a plastic prying tool to go underneath the Wi-Fi antenna. It's kind of like wiggle around a little bit, give it a little push to the side. As you're removing the Wi-Fi antenna, you're gonna feel like the double-sided adhesive tape is taping it down. So put a little bit tiny pressure to separate that connector, that Wi-Fi antenna. Okay, once I've removed it, just put it on the side. Let's get to a T8 screwdriver. Remove the 3 screws, which is holding down the LCD screen. The hinge right here on the top right corner. Remove the 3 screws. I'll jump right here to the top left. Okay, once you're done with that process, the next step is to go ahead and open up the screen. So open up your computer and push the hinge all the way to the back and then slide it out. You're gonna do the same here, and slide it out. That is the old screen. Let's put that screen on the side. Bring the new screen here, making sure that the hinge is pushed all the way back, and have the LCD board sitting on top of the computer. Like such, making sure the cable is not pinched or anything. Now you want to slide the hinge down. Make sure the hinge is pushed back, okay? So you're going to pre-push it back and then slide it back in. Double check the cable, making sure the cable is free. And now what you want to do is put a screw, and you need to close the screen in order to complete the work. So putting 1 screw in, so we can close the screen up. And do the same on the other side. Put one of the screw in and close the screen down. Okay, the next is to finish up the remaining screw. Finish up the 2 screws here on the top left corner for the hinge. Okay, once that is done, bring back the Wi-Fi antenna, and you want to make sure that the LCD board goes in between that gap, right, like such. Make sure it's go all the way in. And at this point, make a little adjustment and kind of wiggle a little until you push that Wi-Fi antenna down. While you're holding it, get ready the 2 tiny little screw using a Torx T5 and screwed it in. Okay, once that is done, you want to fold that LCD board, the PCB board, fold it down, and the 2 screws here, the 2 black screw goes back in there. I would like to take this opportunity to suggest that take a look at the description down below. I would link it where you can buy the replacement screen as well as the tools at Amazon or eBay. So check the link down description below. I'll do a direct link to either Amazon or eBay where you can find the replacement parts. replacement screen and the tools for this repair. Okay, have the bracket on top of it using a Torx T3 and put the two screws back together. Okay, once you have done with the screw here, making sure, then come back and finish up the last screw. Okay, reconnect the Wi-Fi antenna. Once you have done with the Wi-Fi antenna connection, that's pretty much, you just have to align the circle on top of it and press it down. Okay, once that is done, we just have to reconnect the bracket here for the Wi-Fi antenna. So get the T3. Once that is installed, the last is to reconnect the battery. You need to slide the battery in first. So slide it down, meaning that you have the battery, you slide it in at 45-degree angle, slide it in and push it down to close it. Once it's closed, that secure pin here, you just have to press it down and secure it. When that is done, let's have the bracket to put them back together. And all the screws. Okay, once you have all the screws back in, the next step is to just turn on the computer. But I suggest you to have the adapter ready and plug it in, because we disconnect the battery for a while, so therefore it needs to have a charger to kind of power up the computer. Alright, as you can see that the Apple is coming up and should be all good to go. Alright, there you go, that's the full screen. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye now.